Welcome to the Voice of Women podcast with the purpose to empower women and disrupt the gender gap. I am your host, Priya Kandula.
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be here again. And this is such an exciting month. It's December, it's the holidays, and I can't wait for the new year. This is what I do at the end of every year, and I would love to share it with you. But before that, how many of us make New Year resolutions and we don't keep them? I think we all have been there. Just look at the gyms. In the first month or in the first couple of months, they're full, they're packed. Sometimes it's hard to find parking. But just 2 months after that, it goes back to being normal, right? Why do you think it is that people make a resolution, they set a goal, and then they kind of don't keep it? This is the trick that I learned. You always have to know your why. It is very, very important to know your why of why you want to achieve that goal. Why is it important for you? Why do you want to accomplish it? Right? So when you have a strong enough why, you're more likely to reach your goal. If your why is that I want to lose weight, maybe it's not strong enough. But if your why is that I want to be healthy for my kids, or I want to be healthy so that I can be the best performance at work, or I just want to feel the best and look the best for myself when I look at myself in the mirror, that is a strong enough why. So when you write down your why on a piece of paper and you look at it time to time, when your motivation drops, when your inspiration runs out, you're more likely to keep pushing. So 2 months down the lane, you don't feel like going back to the gym, you don't see any changes in your body yet, and you feel less motivated, and you actually go back and look at the why, you're more likely to keep moving forward. That said, how do we set goals for the new year? So the first thing is I love to reflect at the year that is. I always write down all the amazing things that happened to me this year, all the things that I achieved, all the friends that I met, all the travel that I did, just anything, big, small, which, makes me happy. I make that big list, I look at it, and then I'm grateful, and I take a moment and I actually celebrate it. And I save it in a place. Why I save it is, again, sometimes when your motivation drops, you doubt yourself. It's always good to go back at the list and say, oh, I did all this. I can keep going. I can do this. The second list that I make is of all the things that I have learned, all the lessons that I learned, what I could not do before, and what I'm able to do today, or all the mistakes that I made, and what can I learn from these mistakes? How can I avoid them? So it's very, very important to write this down, all the lessons you learned this year. And the third list is my goals. I try to create a goal for each category of my life. You can come up with whatever categories resonate with you. It could be a financial goal, career goal, health goal, emotional goal, mental goal. You can break it down to 5 or 6 categories, relationship goal, and then you can always write down what is it that you want to achieve by the end of the year, and what is the objectives, and what are the key results that you want. Once you write that down, it's important that you go back and check every month. Imagine you're a pilot of a plane and you have to go from destination A to destination B. And you set the directions and you don't look at the route at all, and you're just traveling in the air. You will land up in a completely different place. You always have to do something called path correction time to time. And that is what, when you go back and check your goals every month, that is what it does, a path correction. Your goals can keep changing and you never know, things might change. So it's very, very important to go back and check them every month. And also go back and read your why, because once you read your why, you're more likely to keep moving forward and keep pushing forward. With that, I would love for you all to try and make this list. It has really helped me, and I'm going to make mine soon. I would love for all of you to try and write down the 3 lists that I spoke about. One is all the things that went amazing, the things you're grateful for, the things you had fun. 2 is the lessons that you learned. And 3, the goals that you want in the different categories of your life. I hope this podcast really helped you, and I really wish that you actually implement it and look at it. And most importantly, you always have to write down your why of the goals you want to achieve. Thank you so much for listening. If this podcast has helped, I would love for you to share this with your friends and families and just share the tips to empower each other. I wish you a happy holidays and a happy new year. And I'm really excited to look back. I wish you happy holidays and a happy new year. And I'm so excited, for the new episodes coming out next year. Thank you so much.
I am truly grateful to you for taking the time to listen, learn, and share today. Please do share it with your friends and family if you got any value from it. Stay tuned for more stories, insights, and tools to empower each other. Let's break the glass ceiling together.